This is Shankar sir. Welcome to my channel Natural Biology. In my previous class, I have explained about the structure of cell membrane and cell wall. So in this class, I am going to explain you about the nucleus. What is meant by nucleus? Okay, nucleus is a single large compartment of the cell. Okay, right? Point one, it is single large compartment of the cell. Okay, so if you see the cell structure, so this is the cell, this is the cell. Okay, so we know that cytoplasm is present. This is the cytoplasm. So inside this cell, a single large compartment is present. So this one. Okay, so it is called nucleus, and also it contains some genetic material. Okay, so this is the structure of the nucleus. It is a cell. Now I am drawing this nucleus diagram. Okay, so let me see the ultrastructure of the nucleus. If we observe nucleus under electron microscope, how it will be? Okay, let's see. Before that, its discovery. We need to talk its discovery. Okay, it was discovered by Robert Brown. Who discovered the nucleus? Robert Brown in year 1831 in the root cells of orchids. Okay, so Robert Brown in the year 1831 he discovered the structure of nucleus. Before that, many scientists worked on the structure of nucleus, but the credit goes to Robert Brown. He explained the importance of that nucleus. Okay, that happened in the year 1831 by Robert Brown in the root cells of orchids. This point is important. Okay, right. Let's have a look on its structure. If I magnify this diagram, so this diagram, okay, let's see here. So this is the outermost area of the nucleus. So it is called a nuclear membrane. Okay, nuclear membrane. Now these nuclear membranes have gaps. Okay, at regular spaces here, you can see. So these gaps are called nuclear pores. Okay, I will label here. Pores. Now come to inside the nucleus, the fluid content is also present. So this fluid content, so this is called a nucleoplasm. Okay, the fluid content of the nucleus is called a nucleoplasm. So it like a cytoplasm. Okay, right. Inside this nucleoplasm, so a network of material that is called a genetic material is present. So this is about total genetic material. What it is? Genetic material. So this genetic material is called chromatin. Okay? Chromatin. So this chromatin genetic material was first time observed by Fleming. Okay? What is his name? Fleming observed the chromatin. Okay. Now this chromatin is the genetic material. It is made up of DNA and a special protein called the histone protein. DNA plus histone protein. As we know that DNA, it is a main genetic material. Deoxyribonucleic acid. What is the full form of DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA plus histone protein all together called as genetic material. Okay, right. Now sometimes this genetic material during the cell division. Okay, cell division means one cell is going to divide into two cells. At the time of cell division, this chromatin become condensed, it become contract, and it called as the contracted form of chromatin is called as chromosome. Okay, so these thread-like structures are become very contracted structures. So this structure of the chromatin contracted form is called chromosome. This chromosome contains a DNA, highly coiled DNA. So DNA is highly coiled, which is present in the chromosome. Okay. If you see this structure of DNA, it looks like twisted ladder-like shape. So it is the DNA. So where DNA is located? DNA is present in the chromosome in highly coiled form. So small segment of DNA, small portion of DNA, okay, is known as gene. So this small segment of DNA is known as gene. So this gene is responsible for our character, and we might have listened that, okay, after any delivery of the baby, we can see the characteristics of that baby. He or she is looking like her mother, or looking like father, or grandmother, grandfather. Generally, we can see such type of conversation after the childbirth, isn't it? So the character of child is due to their parents or forefathers. So how these characters are passing from one generation to another generation, that is because of genes. So where genes are located? Inside the DNA. Okay, segment of DNA is also known as genes, and these DNA located in the chromosomes. Chromosomes present inside the nucleus. Got clarity? Right. And there is one more dense body present inside the nucleoplasm. Okay, so this dense body is known as nucleolus. Nucleolus is one more dense body inside the nucleus, and which is involved in ribosomal synthesis. As we know that ribosomes are one type of cell organelles that are produced from this nucleolus. Okay. So ribosomes comes out through this membrane. And one more important point we have to remember: the outermost layer of the nuclear membrane is continued as endoplasmic reticulum. Outermost nuclear membrane is continued as endoplasmic reticulum. So this is the structure of nucleus. Once we recapitulate, okay, first nuclear membrane, outermost boundary of the nucleus is called the nuclear membrane. It is a double layer structure. Outermost layer is used as endoplasmic reticulum, and inside the nucleus, nucleoplasm is present. It looks like a cytoplasm only. Okay, and a network of genetic material is present, so that is called the chromatin. Okay, and there is a special dense body present, that is called nucleolus, which involves in ribosomal synthesis. And also the membrane gives gaps, so these gaps of nuclear membrane are called as nuclear pore. Based on the type of nucleus, organisms are categorized into two types. Okay, organisms categorized into two types: eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Okay, what are prokaryotes? The word prokaryotes is derived from a Greek. In Greek, pro means primitive. Okay, primitive, earlier nucleus, without membrane bound nucleus. Without this nuclear membrane, nucleus is present. If you see example bacteria, okay, it is a bacteria cell. And write example bacteria. So bacteria cytoplasm is present. Okay, but nucleus, nothing but genetic material is present. A free genetic material present without membrane bound. So there is no nuclear membrane here. So such type of nucleus is called primitive nucleus. So such organisms are called prokaryotes. Example bacteria. Okay, the word also derived from a Greek word eukaryotes. Eu means real, a good, clear, membrane bound nucleus is present. So such organisms are called eukaryotes. Example, all higher plants and animals. For example, this is a plant cell. Okay, so here nuclear genetic material is present. So this genetic material is surrounded by nuclear membrane. So nuclear membrane is present, nuclear membrane is absent. So that is the difference. Okay, example, higher body cells. But after the maturation of RBC, when they develop, slowly nucleus disappear. Okay, it is providing space for more hemoglobin. Okay, that is in normal human beings and all other mammals. But in camel and llama, their RBC are having nucleus. So in case of RBC of camel and llama, they are having nucleus in their RBC. Okay, so that point we have to remember. Similarly, in plants, phloem sieve tubes. Phloem sieve tubes are without nucleus. Remaining are having nucleus, but in phloem sieve tubes there is no nucleus. So this point we have to remember. Let us see the functions of nucleus. Okay, it gives well-defined characters because our characters are dependent on genes. The genes are present in the chromatin DNA, hence it gives character. So it well-defined characters. It controls all cell organelles. Okay, so these nucleus which is present inside the cell, we can see the beautiful diagram of the cell. There we can see nucleus. So that nucleus is going to control all the cell. Hence it is also known as cells control room. What it is called? Cells control room. Boss of the cell, master of the cell. Okay, that point we have to remember. It involves in cell division. You know, before going to divide the amoeba, first nucleus will divide. So such process of division is called cell division. So in cell division, first nucleus will divide. So hence nucleus plays a play role in cell division. It involves in cell division and it contains genetic material. So these genetic material, genes of the parent are going to pass to the next generation. Hence it is also known as a vehicle of heredity. You have to note down these points. Okay, so 2 points we have to remember. It is controlling the entire cell, hence it is also known as cells control room. It involves in transferring genetic material from one parent to their next generation, hence it is also known as vehicle of heredity. One more point we have to remember, one of the famous scientists, his name is Sliden. Okay, Sliden. You know that cell theory was proposed by Sliden and Schwann. Okay, one of the scientists, proponent of cell theory, Sliden, called this nucleus as cytoplast.